Hey guys, James with Torches and Tactical, and I'm incredibly excited to give you this new video from our friends over at Wurkkos. Now, I do want to tell you guys ahead of time, I bought this with my own money. Along with the H1 video I did last time, I bought these with my own money. So it's one of those things where I'm going to give you guys my honest feedback. And if I hate something, I'm going to tell you I hate it. If there's a drawback, if there's a huge advantage versus one thing over another, I'm going to let you guys know. That being said, I truly am very, very excited about the Wurkkos TS10 Max. Now, if you've seen my channel at all, actually, if you've been to the Wurkkos site at all, there is a video on the TS10 page, and that is my video. That is the very, very first video I've ever done on YouTube, and it was reviewing the TS10. It was reviewing the this is the SG, this is the new single emitter model, but the very first iteration of the TS10, that's what I reviewed, and it's one of my best videos to date, truth be told. So I'd love to recreate that with this one, if I'm honest, because it'll allow me to buy more Wurkkos goodies. But that being said, guys, they have released what I believe has been asked for over and over and over and over again. This is the Wurkkos TS10 Max. So the Wurkkos TS10 Max is going to be an 18650 version of the light you already know and already love. So instead of being topped out at about 1650 lumens like the SG here, or even the 1400 lumens of the first and second iteration, the TS10 Max is going to give you up to 2500 lumens of light output on turbo. That's going to be from three 519As hidden behind a TIR optic. But in addition to in addition to that turbo mode of 2500 lumens, you do also get a 1450 lumen 7 mode, a 900 lumen 6 mode, a 456 lumen 5 mode, 135 lumens on fourth, 40 lumens on third, 10 lumens on second, and a moonlight or first mode of 1 lumen. So you get 1 lumen, and that's going to run for 840 hours. But if you do ramp it up all the way to turbo, 2500 lumens, you are going to get 157 meters of throw at 6,125 candela. So again, that is all from three 519As coming in at 5,000 K. Those are hidden behind that TIR optic, and that TIR optic is designed with a 10-degree spot mode as well as a 31-degree flood mode. So in addition to that, there are 6 RGB LEDs. Here, I'm going to go ahead and bring that up here. So there are 6 RGB LEDs, so you can customize the auxiliary lights to your heart's content. One nice thing about Android 2, though, which is the operating system this has, or the user interface this has, you can shut them off if you want to. If you want to maximize runtime, you can go ahead and shut off those auxiliary LEDs as well. So in addition to that, this is water resistance rated at IP68. It is drop resistance rated to 1 meter. And I will tell you right now, they have done something that they've never done before. So this is a Wurkkos branded battery, but it does have USB-C on cell. Instead of having a USB-C port on here and ruining the lines of the TS10 Max, because again, it is just a big version of the TS10, they decided to put on cell charging, so you can charge that up as well. Now that battery is a 18650, and it does, since it has the USB-C on board, you do have a small indicator that's going to be right here. You do have a small indicator that's going to be red when it's charging and then go green when it is full. So you'll always know where you are at as far as a good charge is concerned. So again, this does hit 2500 lumens. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and I want to run through everything that came in the package just real fast, because I know there's a ton here. I did buy this on the Wurkkos brand day, so it's not going to, everything here is not going to be on it, but I want to show you what they do for customers. So real quick, the box, you have that big, nice glossy photo of the TS10 Max, 2500 lumens. You get a lot of those specifications. Here, I'll bring that up here. You get a lot of the specifications on the box right there. Some contact info for them. Then you do also get the TS10 Max user manual. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over to the English chart here. Again, you get all that info. Lets you know that those three 519As do come in at 95 plus CRI. And actually, I just noticed a little typo. There are 6 RGB LEDs, not 3. So they might have pulled this from the TS10 SG. So one nice thing about it is Android, you do get the basic, the basic user interface, or you can drop it over to advanced. And here, so this is going to be the advanced interface. So you're going to be able to do all this stuff. You can set different strobe modes. You can set temperature limits. You can set brightness limits. You can do a whole bunch of different stuff. So make sure you save your TS10 Max user manual. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way now. It did also come with the pocket clip in the box. It was not on it when I first got it, but I have had quite a bit of use and usability testing for the TS10 Max. So this pocket clip, it is one way, but it has really, really good spring tension, and it holds inside that recess very, very well. So I do like this. Plus, frankly, I think with this blue color, this is the only color that's currently available with the TS10 Max, but with the blue color, I think this shiny stainless looks really, really nice. So I'm going to set that back down because you do also get a USB-C to C cord. Now this is what I wish came with the H1, and if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and click on that link up here. But the H1 should have come with a USB-C to C, and I'm glad to see that the on-cell charging does come with an appropriate cable for it. Let's get this out of the way. And then finally in the box, you do get a pretty generic lanyard, but a couple of replacement O-rings as well. So if you have that battery tube, if you have this taken apart, getting access to that 18650, eventually you are going to have to replace those O-rings. So everything else on the table now, this is all what they included just because I bought the TS10 Max as well as the H1 all in one fell swoop. So they sent a couple luminescent rings here. So these can help protect the bezel of your flashlight. Or, you can do pretty much whatever you want with them. But they do glow in the dark, albeit not super, super great. So let's get this out. And they did also send some brand day stickers. This is a sticker pack you can see here. Actually, I'm going to open it with you guys. I have not opened this yet. So hopefully there's no inappropriate stickers, I guess you could say. But you can see that they have the new colorway for their HD01. So this is the green. They have a sticker for the HD10. Wow, actually these are really cool. So you have the MAO. Actually, this probably looks like the titanium with the copper TS10 V2. And then the Wurkkos B, and then the Wurkkos logo. So very cool. These are going to go all over all over my toolboxes in the shop, and that'd be really cool to see. And then finally, no, it's not worth writing home about, but it was free. So I want to say that I do appreciate the fact. Actually, you can see. Here, let's go. Yeah, you can see a little bit of that pulse width modulation here. But a free light's still a good light. So it has built-in carabiner. It has a bottle opener. It has a kickstand, a magnet, and it does have USB charging as well. So this was also included free. So everything that I just showed you, the sticker pack, the glow rings, as well as this flashlight, these were all included for free. It was a tier gift kind of setup. So guys, highly recommend that you buy from Wurkkos directly because they really do know how to take care of customers. So I'm going to get this out of the way now. And I do want to bring out that TS10 SG again, just real fast, so you guys can see the size comparison. So you have a 14500 versus an 18650. Actually, right now, perfect too, because the auxiliaries match. So, never mind, it just shifted. But you can see the size difference here. So again, the 18650 does require more space, so that TS10 Max is going to be quite a bit larger. But if you've seen the videos on the TS10s or the TS10 V2 or the TS10 SG, you're going to be very familiar with this. It does offer that smooth bezel, that plastic lens TIR here, very familiar machining, but one nice thing is this head does come off. You can see the driver board right here. Again, it is Anduril 2, very stiff springs. And that battery, that does come in at 3,000 milliamp hours. Again, on-cell charging. I do like that. You probably will get a little more output with a high output Molicel or Samsung P42B or something like that. But still great that they have that. You have the inner battery tube. Actually, it looks like this one comes out even. Maybe it doesn't. Hold on, let's see. It did come out just a little bit. You can see it move in there. I think it might be held in by O-rings on the bottom side. Here, let's go ahead and try that. Let's find out together, shall we? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. So you do have a little bit of extra room in there, but that's going to help make contact all the way through because it does have that open contact on the negative side. So let's go ahead and put this back in. I wonder if it were machined slightly larger, if you could fit a 21700 cell in here. But we'll get this back in. We already talked about that pocket clip, but from a distance, the battery tube looks very, very straight. However, it does have that same bamboo curvature as the TS10. And then you do have that pocket clip recess here, and you do get the battery indicator. But since this is Anduril 2, you are going to get the automatic temperature regulation, the reverse voltage protection, or reverse polarity protection, over voltage, over current, basically the works. So it'll work really, really nicely for you. You do get the teardrop shapes here in the tail cap, and then very familiar. This is the exact same button that is used on the regular TS10, just in a slightly larger diameter. So it is really, really nice that they carried over the same exact design, feel, look, everything from the originals. So guys, I do want to walk through the user interface very, very briefly. I'm just going to walk through a couple simple steps just because, again, Anduril 2, the sky's the limit with what you can do for it, but you can go ahead and turn the light on with one press of the tail switch. You can press and hold, and right now it is set up on, oh, there we go. Sorry about that. It is set up on a smooth ramp, but when it's on, if you press 1, 2, 3, it will cut over to, there we go. It will cut over to a stepped ramp mode. So I do want to go ahead and press and hold here just real fast so you guys can see. So that's 1 lumen moonlight mode. And then you go B2, that's 10 lumens. C3 is 40 lumens. D4 is 135. E5 is going to be 465 lumens. And the screen will start getting blurry, and I apologize about that. But F6 is 900 lumens. At G7 is 1450 lumens. And if you do a double press, it will go to 2500 lumens on H8 or turbo mode. So very, very nice. And again, you can send it over to advanced mode by pressing and holding. You can fully reset it by pressing and holding with the battery or with the head unscrewed. So you'll see it start to flash. Oh, unscrew the tail cap and you can press and hold. You'll see it start to flash. And then when you get that really bright flash, it does reset. So you can see now the auxiliaries are set to a low mode. Here you go. Can you see that? There you go. Yep. The auxiliaries are set to a low mode where they were on high before. So that's all I'm going to walk through as far as the user interface, because there are a ton of videos for Anduril 2. Highly recommend checking one of those out. Eventually I will do a full video on the Anduril 2 user interface, but currently haven't done it. But I know what you guys want to see now. You do want to see how the TS10 Max compares to the TS10 SG. So the SG, again, 1650 lumens. And then we have the TS10 Max coming in at 2500 lumens. Again, much different. So the TS10 SG, 6000 to 6500K, while the TS10 Max comes in at 5000K. But I do want to show you guys how they compare. This is strictly going to be brightness because we're not going to go through any of the strobe modes or anything like that. But let's get outside and do this comparison.
All right, guys, real fast, I am going to show you the auxiliaries up close. This is set for having a lot more light further out, so you're not going to see all 6 auxiliaries or anything like that, but I just wanted to show you the size difference in the TS10 SG versus the TS10 Max. But now that I've done that, I am going to go ahead and step out here because I do want to show you all of the settings for the TS10 Max. So let's go ahead and press and hold. And I am going to cut into turbo on the TS10 Max. There we go. This is all 2500 lumens with 3 519As. 5000K for that color temperature. I can feel it starting to get warm already. But now I want to cut over to turbo on the TS10 SG. This is 1650 lumens from the SFT25R on the TS10 SG. Now one more time, I will cut over 2500 lumens from the TS10 Max. And we'll do 1650 lumens from the TS10 SG. The SG is definitely a lot cooler, but I mean, maybe that's something you're into. But now that we've seen how 2500 lumens versus 1600 lumens, or rather 1650 lumens looks, let's go ahead and get back inside.
All right, guys, so we went outside and we saw the TS10 Max. We saw all 2500 lumens, we saw those auxiliaries, and we compared it to the TS10 SG. Now, I do have to say that I've always loved the TS10. I think it's one of the best pocketable lights out there. What I do really appreciate, though, is you get more output, and I mean, for my large hands, this still fits really nicely. You know, you can use this very, very easily, and it's so much more comfortable than trying to do a carry. There you go. I mean, it's just, you're going to end up burning your hand before too long. Now, again, one thing to keep in mind is that the TS10 Max, because it puts out a lot more output, a total of 850 more than the TS10 SG, it is going to get warmer faster. So that's one thing to keep in mind. I mean, you'll definitely notice this start to heat up quite a bit earlier than some other lower output lights. So guys, highly recommend you check out the Wurkkos TS10 Max for yourself. If you haven't picked one up already, go ahead and click on the links down in the description. That's going to be, frankly, an affiliate link, but all the profits and proceeds that come from it are going to go towards buying new Wurkkos lights for review. So guys, I highly recommend you check this out. I think this blue color looks amazing, and I missed the FC11C in this blue, but I'm super glad that I was able to pick it up with this TS10 Max. So that being said, if you like this video, go ahead and click on that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. And if you subscribe to the channel, click on that bell notification, because that's going to let you guys know when we have a new Wurkkos light coming out or when we have a giveaway. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.